Hi everyone, thank you for watching this vid. Today we're going to be looking at the Bitcoin prediction or theory that I got correct. Now, before we start today and get straight into this video, very briefly, we've done one vid on the Matty Boom channel, which is an introduction. We've got this second vid, which I'm doing now, which is going into detail about the Bitcoin prediction that I got correct. The third vid I'm planning is regarding a particular crypto coin and heavy details into why I like that coin. And the fourth vid I'm going to be doing is showing people tips, things I do, rules that I apply to myself when doing this. So there'll be some basic stuff in that fourth vid for some people, but there'll be some new stuff for people to learn from who are new to this. I've got DMs and a lot of messages from people who have said, I don't understand this or I don't understand that. So on the fourth vid, I will be covering that. Guys, let's get straight into this. We're going to be looking at the Bitcoin prediction that I have got correct. Straight to the screenshots today. Now, if you look at here, I've typed in Bitcoin will be 100k by December 2021. Now, despite the huge gains made by Bitcoin and Ethereum already this year, many investors expect prices to continue to climb, with one crypto executive predicting the Bitcoin price will hit 100,000 before the end of 2021. Just a couple of screenshots here showing you exactly the same. Please do your own internet searches to find these. There was a lot of experts. Well, we call them experts, but there was a lot of people who were predicting that Bitcoin would be £100,000 by the end of December 2021. This is very relevant, guys, because I'm going to show you what I was saying, and it wasn't that, as you're going to see in a moment. So, we're going to go to the Matty Boom free channel, which is on Telegram. And the post here is from November the 22nd, 2021. At the end of this vid, guys, I'm going to show you what the prices were at these times when all of these predictions came out from the experts and when I was saying what I was saying, okay? You'll all remember Bitcoin was over $60,000 in November 2021. Everybody was all screaming for it, or all the experts were, it's going to be 100k and so on. So let's get stuck into this. So I asked a question on November the 22nd. What would happen if everyone, or say even 80% of Bitcoin owners, wanted to sell at once? Now, I actually found some answers to this, guys, which please pause, have a look through what this person says here. So as we have a look on here, it was from a person called Jeffrey Widdowson. I will provide the link to the question that I asked there, or the answers that I found there. To cash out of a commodity means to sell it for money. There's no central exchange that guarantees you money for your Bitcoin. It's only worth something if you can find someone who's willing to pay you for it. If more people want to buy than sell, the price goes up. If more people want to sell than buy, the price goes down. If everyone wants to sell at the same time, they won't be able to, because there won't be enough buyers. The price then will be set by the minimum price for which anyone is willing to sell it at, okay? If someone is willing to sell their Bitcoin for a penny, a piece, or a tenth of a penny, that's the price of Bitcoin, unless no one is willing to buy at all, in which case the price is effectively zero. The same is true of stocks, bonds, real estate, and gold. They only have monetary value in the sense that someone is willing to pay you for them. If you look at the screenshot here, I also included the bank run from Mary Poppins when the little boy said he wanted his money back, the bank won't give him the money, and it caused a bank run. Everyone was getting their money out, so a bit of a comical clip there. And I will share the channel, the posts, and everything for you. Now, the next day, I posted on my community channel, which is at Open Media One channel on Telegram. That channel's a bit different to the Matty Boom channel. We go after government mainstream lies. We highlight things that they've said that are wrong. So it's not going to be for everybody who's following Matty Boom, but I do hope you all have a little look in. Now, on that channel, I wrote that I had a bit of a think about that theory of everyone selling at once. I had a lot of DMs from people. And I read a report in 2017, I think, that said 40% of Bitcoin was owned by 1,000 people. I recently read that it is 80% owned by a similar group of people. So For a majority of Bitcoin holders to sell at a maximum price, there would need to be some factors occurring. I'm going to go into those factors with you now, guys, but do remember what the price of Bitcoin was when I posted this post out. It was into 60,000s. Everybody was talking about it becoming 100k. I wasn't. I was thinking that people are going to start selling now, and the majority Bitcoin holders were going to start selling. And I've even put my predictions in here, so keep going through this. So one, if the majority of Bitcoin holders wanted to sell at a maximum price, they would need someone or someones to buy it at the highest price from them. The first thoughts that came to my mind was 2008, the toxic subprime debt. As anyone who was there, you saw what happened with that situation. A lot of bad debt got sold on to people. People who were selling the bad debt knew about it. They knew. They were just passing it on to unsuspecting people. So at the time of this post, Bitcoin was $57,000 a coin. And let's be honest with ourselves here. What everyday people have $57,000 lying around to buy a Bitcoin? They don't. So put me on to my next point, which was the someones who would be buying the coin from the people, or the majority of people who wanted to sell it at 57,000 would need to have that ready cash available. This would have to be a fund or funds, groups of investors or similar, people like that who had access to large funds. It's not going to be everyday people that are going to all of a sudden go out and buy a Bitcoin at $57,000. Now, for the current majority Bitcoin holders to sell at a maximum, they would need to sell some, then wait until the price rises, then repeat. This is only possible if there is somebody there buying every time Bitcoin went down a little bit because somebody sold. We'll go on with this. There are a lot of things that need to coordinate for any type of majority Bitcoin holders to sell all at once or together and gain the maximum price for their coins. It would take a lot of collusion, and you would need some unsuspecting funds or buyers or people ready to buy every time you sell a few off. So I even put in the post, maybe it sounds a bit far-fetched for that to happen. I suppose time will tell with Bitcoin, crypto, and most things really. Now, we all know where we are at now, and Bitcoin has gone down and gone down and gone down and gone down. And I'm going to show you right at the end that there are majority Bitcoin holders and companies selling their Bitcoin and have been selling their Bitcoin. So stay tuned to the end of this. December the 7th, 2021, I posted that since the last 2 weeks and 1 day ago, we have seen Bitcoin going down and up like a yo-yo. Please remember those posts at the start of this vid where experts were saying it was going to reach 100k by December 2021. I wasn't, they were. I wouldn't want to be an expert because these guys get it wrong in every field, it seems. Not just crypto, not just markets, they're getting it wrong all over the place. Let's continue. So I said, it seems to be that someone is selling Bitcoin, and then when the price drops, someone else buys the Bitcoin and the price goes up again, but not quite hitting the previous high it hit before. If you check the past 2 weeks, you will see that this has occurred quite a few times. Will it go to 100k by Christmas, as so many predicted? And then I'll go on further in that post. We all know it didn't. Just a little bit there. Please pause on that. I talk about the shorts again that we couldn't do on Bitcoin, which was a little bit of a shame because we would have made a fortune doing that if the UK didn't ban it, because we were the only people who were predicting Bitcoin was going to dip, and every dip we got, all the dips we got in 2021, every single Bitcoin dip we predicted here on the free channel. Going on to this next one, guys. This is a vid that I did on the Open Media One channel. So this next one here is a vid that I put out on the Open Media One channel, the community channel that I run on Telegram. I also put it on Matt Moore on Tour YouTube channel. And I put a question out there: what would happen if 40% of Bitcoin holders sold all of their Bitcoin at once? What would happen to the price? And it was so interesting because I found answers on the internet after doing a bit of search, which I also posted on that group. Now, what would happen is the price would go down. It wouldn't be possible for them all to sell at the highest price. So this is where my theory came in. I said at the time that for the majority of Bitcoin owners, or the majority of people, if they wanted to get the maximum price for their Bitcoin, they would need to sell a portion of it, and then there would need to be some unsuspecting buyers that buy that when the price goes down to put it back up again, and then they'd have to sell again. The price would go back down, and then there'd have to be more unsuspecting buyers to buy it. Now we're talking about Bitcoin here. This isn't a Shiba Inu or a Dogecoin where you can go and get involved for 10, 20 or even £50. You're talking about, it's been hovering around $50,000. I mean, just before I started this video, it was $51,000. It's gone down to $42,000 just a couple of days ago. It literally, since I have posted that on the 22nd of November, has done this. They've sold, it's gone down. Somebody else has bought, it's gone back up again. Sold, it's gone down a little bit further. Somebody else has bought it. And it's literally done this. You can check this on the charts since the 22nd of November. Okay guys, well you saw that for yourself. I put that out there. I will put the links in there for anyone who wants to go and verify that that was the vid that I did put out. You can watch the full vid. You can see that that's what I was calling. That Bitcoin was not going to be reaching 100k and Bitcoin would go down. And if it is manipulated and the majority of the owners of Bitcoin are going to be trying to pump out their money at the highest price, they're going to be having funds and other people that need to come in to buy it every time it dips to push it up just that little bit more. Let's take a look at what was on the internet searches right at the end of the month here. I've just managed to screenshot this one. It's the 31st of December 2021. They start to change, obviously, because it's not 100k. And they say, will it hit 100,000 in Q1 of 2022? Well, we all know it didn't. Let's continue. So it's 2022 everywhere now. This is a post from my free channel at Matty Boom Free. All the details will be at the end. Please do jump on there and join there because this is where all the predictions have happened and everything that I'm talking to you about now. It's 2022 everywhere now. As we thought, Bitcoin did not make 100k, which so many experts said it would. We got the crypto we wanted and spent only a third of our money. We purchased them on the correctly predicted dips. So this year, more of the same. Grabbing value, not running with the herd, and cashing out on some is the plan. Thank you all for following this free group. I'm going to scroll through a couple of things here. You can see more Bitcoin prediction dips that we got correct. A little couple of things from the channel there. This post, it's quite a good post. It's January 21st. Attention, 2021 future funds lost. We won again and again and again. We predicted every Bitcoin crypto dip in 2021 and got coins at cheap prices. Free group and the private services. 2022, it's only the 21st of January today. We've made 2 predictions that Bitcoin would dip and they were both correct. Nobody said what I said, guys. Nobody. I can't find any expert or non-expert that said when Bitcoin was at its highest point that it was going to dip. And not only that, that it was going to go down, down, and slightly up again, but never quite hitting the high that it was before. Nobody. We've said it here. And I'm not doing this for bragging rights. This is what I'm doing to help others. One of the many ways. And we're nailing it. We're absolutely nailing it. Fast forward here to July the 21st of 2022, this year, I report here that Tesla have sold 75% of their Bitcoin. That's right, Elon Musk, Tesla, they sold 75% of their Bitcoin. Now we're going to go into another company. It's called Core Scientific, and they've sold more Bitcoin than it mined for the second consecutive month. The firm has 1,205 Bitcoin left on hand, down from 1,959 coins in late June. Please do read through this, guys. Take a pause, have a little read through. This is a company who has sold more coins than it mined for the second consecutive month, June and July. Bitcoin, as we know, has plummeted. Absolutely plummeted. And I know you would have heard experts and people trying to sell you their clubs and their £2,000 academies and whatnot. Guys, they're invested into this. That's why they're trying to promote that. They want the coins to pump up so they can cash out because they were those unsuspecting investors who all got involved when it was 50,000, 60,000 and 70,000. And I'm not trying to rub it in because guess what? If I had money and I was able to do that kind of thing, I probably would have done it myself. But I'm so glad that I didn't. I am so glad that I didn't have loads of funds to chuck at Bitcoin because we're doing it this way and we are doing small, manageable things and we're not going with the hype or with the herd. So do take a pause, have a little look through that for me. Now, we're going to go through the last few slides here just to talk about and just to highlight what prices Bitcoin was. So Bitcoin price in November 2021 was $68,000. Okay, pause and read that. Then I've pulled up a screenshot which shows you the prices of Bitcoin November 2021, December 2022, January 2022, and February 2022. It went from 57,000 down to 47,000, and then it was 37,000 US dollars. Doing exactly what I said it would, from when it was high at 68,000 right the way down. Never ever getting back to where it was before. Rising a little bit, then dipping again. Rising a little bit, then dipping again. Go back to the post where I explained what happened with Bitcoin and what happens if you sell Bitcoin and how do you cash out on Bitcoin. Somebody else keeps buying this when it's low because somebody's telling them it's going to shoot up, it's going to shoot up. Meanwhile, it looks to me like the majority holders are cashing out as much as they can. Let's take a look at the next slide here. 23,155.8 US dollars a Bitcoin is worth as of the time I recorded this vid. Can you believe that? How many experts do you know were telling you it was going to be 100,000 by the end of 2021? How many told you it would be too late? How many told you 2022 you'll never be able to get involved? Really? Guys, I appreciate everyone watching this vid. I really do. I'm going to share a couple of screenshots now, which hopefully make you have a little smile or a giggle. But I'm being serious here. Nobody predicted what I've predicted with Bitcoin. And most of the reasons is because most people are emotionally involved. I'm not emotionally involved in crypto. I don't love crypto. I don't love fiat money. I don't love cash dollars. I don't love any of it. I'm just doing this to try and take some back because they're the things that are in our system that we need to use at the minute. It's that simple. I'm not trying to gloat. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just telling people this is what I've predicted. It's not hindsight. I'm not looking back and saying, oh, these are the experts. It's because of this. It's because of that. No. This is what I said nearly 9 months ago, and this is what's happened. It's that simple. So please share this vid out, follow the free channel, and if anyone wants to, you can join the £20 a year club. £20 a year. People are charging £2,000 for 6, 7, 8 weeks, and they're not even getting it right. I've got a free group. I've got the £20 per year group. So please join that. Really appreciate you all watching this. I'm going to leave you with a couple of slides here.